Welcome to The Write Question, the video podcast designed to answer your questions about writing. I'm Daphne Gray Grant. Today I have a question from Chen Wei, who is a PhD student at an Ivy League American university. Here's what she asked me.
I have a question about writing bilingually. I was trying to follow your advice that I should write as fast as possible and leave more time for editing. English is my second language, and I found this has played a big role in slowing down my writing process. I feel it takes much longer for me to think or write things down than if I use my native language. A few years ago, I tried to write the first draft in Chinese and then translate/edit it into English. I found I could write faster and also think more deeply and clearly than if I write in English. I'm wondering, what do you think of this method of writing in my native language first and then translating?
Thanks, Chen. That's a really interesting question. Apart from my own time learning French, I haven't personally accomplished the incredible task of writing a PhD in a second language. So I spoke with my English-speaking friend Greg, who went through an experience very similar to yours. He did his PhD in Italy, but when he arrived in Rome, he says, he spoke Italian only at parties and restaurants. But he does have a bit of a flair for languages, so after a 6-week intensive course, he was able to take all his classes in Italian, although he did have permission to write the essays in English. He did have to submit his dissertation in Italian, however. So he wrote the all-important text in English and had it translated by an Italian graduate student who was familiar with his topic. Of course, writing is going to be easier in your own language. That makes perfect sense to me. And of course, writing in a second language will help you improve your fluency in that language. Both those statements are true, so I guess it comes down to a question of priority. Which is more important to you, finishing your thesis or improving your fluency in English? Both are laudable goals, but you need to choose one. Having gone through the hell of writing a thesis myself, I know which one I'd pick. Chen, you've already done something amazing by learning a second language. Now you're finishing the equally amazing task of earning a PhD from a prestigious university. Cut yourself a break. Don't try to do too much at once. And just in case you're interested, I've linked down below to a New Yorker piece by an author who already spoke 2 languages and took on the task of writing in a third. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from psycholinguist Frank Smith. 1 language sets you in a corridor for life. 2 languages open every door along the way. Good luck with your writing, Chen, or your translating, whichever you choose. If you have a question, you can email, tweet, or Skype me. You can find the details in the description below, along with any resources I've mentioned. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.